formed their own band, which was Toto.
And they were on their own, like before Africa, they were a band for a long time,
Yeah,
right? And this
big.
was like pretty late, I think, or maybe Shots, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
that sounds
Tom
right.
Shots,
That sounds right. But yeah, I think he was the one that produced it. And amazingly enough, production in a basement from 40 plus years ago sounds amazing today. And the way the vocals blend into the guitars, it was great. We did a more keyboard kind of heavy version because that's what we've got in our band.
Yep, with Twerp and us and me, you know, it's like pretty much all the instruments I do on this album are synths or digital instruments. So
and make them kind of your own thing. And other covers just sound better when it's played pretty much the way it was intended.
Yeah, very straight ahead.
Yeah, and that's kind of the case with most of these Rush songs. They're so intricate and they're so well constructed that every time we've tried to mess with it or mess with one of them, we always come back to the original version and we're like, we should just play it like the original.
Yeah. And this one, so our process with a lot of these covers is more, we need like some awesome extra production on this to really 80s it up. Gave it to our now producer and friend Jim Roach, who took it from being like a cool cover to, I think, my favorite song on the album.
Yeah, he did a lot of cool stuff with my vocals and like asked me to sing extra parts and stuff. And it's because production played such a huge role in the Def Leppard albums too. Mutt, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Mutt Lange or Mutt Lange. He's an unbelievable producer, and he drifted off into the cosmos or something.
I don't think I remembered the song until you played it for me like a year or two ago, and you're like, "Oh, we should do this one," and I had no memory of ever hearing it.
Really?
Before. Yeah.
Wow.
And I have a bunch of other friends. Like my friends seem evenly divided between people that know it and love it, and other people who were just like, never heard of it.
Yeah, it's the Level 42 was a Tears for Fears type of band. They kind of hit their biggest peak in probably 1985 when this came out. And it's just a beautifully done song. It's got some awesome falsetto. Yeah. They have an album called Selling England by the Pound, which is super amazing. And then he left because it didn't feel right to be in the band anymore. And he became a very mainstream star in the 80s with these solo songs. And they're very human and you can connect with them, but they never really lost like the artiness, you know, like they're still very different and very not, your typical pop song performance we did in Chicago.
What a night.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. And it's just a great song. And there's something about John Wetton's delivery of the first line. Mm-hmm. It's like, I never meant to be so bad to you. Like something about the way he sings it is so insanely 80s.
Yeah.
And so perfectly like encapsulating of that time.
Yeah.
I just love it. I'm glad we did this. We started playing shows with TWRP, who, you know, double as our backing band. They would do this song live just with no lyrics.
Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
So they were very accustomed to playing it. And I think it shows. I think they came in with immediate confidence on this one.
Yeah.
In the studio.
The first version of this we got from them, it was just like, we knew this was going to be a huge hit. I think this is Commander Miach's favorite track.
Yeah.
From the
thing.
Yep, for sure.
This was a lot of songs can't do that.
This was interesting to me too, because this is the last song we changed for the album. We were listening to it, and it was just something about it wasn't quite there, and so we went back to our mixer and sped it up by 1%.
Yeah,
which is like not enough to really change much, but listening to it after that little slight speed up, literally 1%, exactly 1%, we're like, oh my God, now it works. Now it totally works.
It's crazy, but there's a certain level of soul that a singer like Stevie Wonder has that, not to mention the lyrics, like talking about kind of the Black experience growing up.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that like I was nervous about.
Well, you changed a word too, right?
Yeah, because I can't say... I had to change nappy-headed to moppy-headed because I'm not saying when I was a nappy-headed boy. That would be the least cool thing I could do.
Yeah.
But I definitely was moppy-headed.
Still are.
Thank you. We were able to do it.
This one also, this one took a while to come together. Like we tried a few different versions of it. The instrumentation changed a little bit. We had I'd say of the songs on the album, this is the one we had the hardest time finding our version of it.
I think that's
instrumentally.
Fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. Because the Moody Blues are an amazing band, but in the wrong hands, their chill can turn into someone else's boring.
Yeah. How right they got it.
Yeah,
Still amazing.
I think
right?
the first time you and I heard their version, we looked at each other and were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
I can't believe we know people that can do this.
We're like, it's this good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one was interesting too. With "Wish You Were Here," I think we went in thinking originally that it might just be guitars and vocals, and then kind of put piano in when we realized we could really bump it up with the piano.
Right.
But this one was conceived from the start. I remember breaking it down. Here's where the guitars are.